you information on why you may be experiencing some of the symptoms that you are experiencing. As well, I will give you a remedy or two that you can use to help heal those symptoms or just to help give you some comfort to deal with them as they arise in you. Okay? Okay, perfect. So, why don't you tell me about your first symptom? Okay, so you're tired and you've been sleeping a lot. Okay, yes, absolutely. That is a very, very common symptom with Ascension. So, essentially, what is happening is the planet, Mother Gaia, Goddess Gaia, whatever you would like to call her, as she ascends into the higher dimensions and planes of existence, she sheds the energetic layers, that the lower vibratory layers that are no longer aligned with her as she ascends into 5D and into the higher realms. So as Gaia, as the planet sheds these layers, all of the inhabitants on Gaia feel these layers shedding as emotions being purged, repressed feelings coming up to the surface, repressed memories that you had forgotten about coming up. And this takes a lot of energy. This takes a lot of mental energy. And because of that, your body gets very tired. So it is very normal for you to be experiencing this symptom. One of the things that I would suggest for you to do is to honor your body's need for rest. So have a nap if you're feeling tired, take a mental health day at work, do whatever you need to do to get that sleep, to make up that rest. If you're getting 10 hours of sleep at night, don't feel guilty about it. If that's what your body needs to feel energized, to get your activities done for the next day, then that's what you have to do, and that's okay. So honor your body's need for rest and honor your sleep patterns at this time. If you're sleeping more, it's totally fine, okay? Another thing I would recommend is to drink a lot of water every day, at least 8 to 10 glasses. And I would suggest charging the water with the intention of healing your energy field, purifying your energy, and cleansing your body. Now, sorry, what's that? You have a fear about water? Okay, sure. Please tell me your fear. What about the fluoride? That's a valid fear living in this reality. However, that is a fear that you can get past. As a god, goddess, simply don't believe in the fluoride. Your disbelief in it removes its power over you, and problem solved. Okay? Don't even think about it, and it can't hurt you. I promise. Okay. Now, why don't you tell me about your next symptom? That's a really common one too. This one is a little harder to deal with. So you're feeling disconnected from your family and friends, your coworkers. You're finding that you don't really have a lot in common with them anymore. Is that right? That can be really hard. It's a really lonely feeling. I'm sorry you have to go through that. This is simply another symptom of Ascension. And while you may feel disconnected at this time, you must just trust that all will be aligned, reconnected, forgiven as the planet ascends into the higher dimensions, okay? Everything will be healed in time. So right now, what's happening with this shift in your disconnection from your family and friends and the people around you is that as the planet is ascending and we are all ascending with her, you are having an easier time letting go of the baggage of 3D than those around you. They are not ready to wake up, to open their eyes to the new world that is around them, simply because they may not yet be aware of it, and that's not their fault. All of the planet has been under a deep, deep unconscious slumber, and this is all changing. This is why you are feeling this disconnect at this time. So, one of the things, the main thing that I recommend you do with these disconnections that you feel in your life is consider this, that these connections are likely important connections in your life. People that have been around for a long time, people that know you, and people that you have invested time and energy into those relationships. So it's hard to just cut those relationships or connections out of our life simply because they hold a different belief or they are not wanting to let go of whatever paradigm or reality it is that you are currently shifting out of. You can use these disconnections with the people in your life as learning opportunities for your soul, for your soul's growth, to hone your ability and your skills, your intuitive skills and your powers that you are here to discover. So what I mean by this is in situations where you are with someone and you feel that disconnect, you feel that you're not in alignment with the behavior that they're displaying, you don't have to react in a negative way to this. You can simply detach and sit back and take the observer role in the situation. When you use these situations as learning opportunities, it almost accelerates the ascension. And this is a good thing because that means that the symptoms that you are experiencing, well, the time that you experience these symptoms will lessen because the quicker everyone else will wake up. But we'll get to that when we get to that, one thing at a time. So, yes, use these situations of disconnections with your friends and family as learning opportunities. Don't use them to become introverted and to find a reason to hate or judge or blame others or blame the world. You can. That is your free will. But in my opinion, that is a misuse of your creative energy. And it's you that's going to have to deal with the karmic consequences of that. So that usually makes people think twice. Another thing that I would suggest is that if you have social media, like Instagram or Facebook, is to follow pages that are fully in alignment with your values and the things that you believe in and the virtues that you wish to embody in your life, and not with fear and things that you are no longer in alignment with. So when you're online and you're getting lost in that rabbit hole, at least it's a rabbit hole that you want to get lost in, and that can really help you to not feel as alone. Make that your entire world so that the only things popping up on your newsfeed are things that you can literally scroll through and just go like, and just spread all your love into the world. Okay? It really does help. Why don't you tell me about your next symptom? You can't stop thinking about food or eating. Okay. You've been really hungry lately. Now, this fear is coming up as a root fear from a past life, or you could refer to it as another dimension or timeline. This is coming up to be healed, this fear of not having enough. And this is what that behavior stems from, is this fear of lack, this fear of I need all of it, because what if I don't have it one day? What if it's no longer there? And that causes a fear in your body, and it can make your body go into this like panic mode where your mind will not stop racing, and it could be telling you to do certain things or reacting in certain ways. If you are craving foods that are not very healthy or balanced, all I would suggest is to indulge in whatever it is that your body is letting you know that it wants. Forgiving yourself the whole time, holding compassion for yourself. Understand that your attachment to food is just an energetic layer that is a part of you that is being shed. And again, it's coming up now to be healed. And that could be why the frequency of it coming up is so intense. It just wants to be healed and come into the light. And the more you do that, the more you will not get those thoughts, or the more your body will begin to crave different foods or eating less frequently. So it's really just your body adjusting to the energies as the planet ascends into the higher dimensions, you see? Okay. What's your next symptom? You're feeling unfocused, like your attention is being pulled in many directions. You don't know what to believe. You're very confused. Okay. Again, very common symptom of ascension. Now, as one reality shatters and we move into a new world, into a new paradigm, a new timeline, the old reality needs to dismantle. And this is a process. So all of the situations that you see playing out on the world stage right now that are vying for your attention are vying for it for a very good reason. There is something that they do not want you to learn at this time as the planet goes through these very important upgrades that have the ability to turn on your conscious power as a conscious telepathic human who is here to align heaven and earth as one. Okay? So all of this stuff that you see being displayed on the news or on the screens every day is being put there to essentially put your fear right in front of your face so that you can become aware of it, heal that aspect of yourself, and move out of it to realize that you no longer need those fears to create in your life for you. Because when we create unconsciously, we miscreate, and we often don't want to manifest those creations in our life. When we take back the conscious ability to manifest and to create whatever it is that we truly want to align with in our life, there's so much potential that opens up. And this is just something that it's a long process because it takes a lot of unraveling for your mind. This is not something that can happen overnight. So everything that you see playing out in the world right now is actually happening for your benefit. And I know this may be hard to believe, but I mean this from an evolutionary standpoint. Everything that is happening, there is a purpose to it. There is a bigger picture and a bigger plan. And if you don't understand that at this time, I would just suggest that you trust. I would take this time to turn to things that don't fill you with confusion. So whatever it is that you know in your heart is truth, spend more time doing those things. Turn away from the confusion and chaos. Turn towards the truth and the light. Make sense? Perfect. Now, do you have any more symptoms that you'd like to tell me about before our time here is up? We have a few more minutes left if there's anything else that you'd like to go over. You're feeling very depressed. Kind of like a dark night of the soul. Now, this is in part due to the confusion that you feel because you don't know who to believe. You don't know where to turn. And so you're searching for something. You're searching for truth in a world of lies, in a world of illusion, okay? And the only way that you will ever find truth in a world of illusion is by going within, okay? Because when you go within to your inner world and you realize that anything is possible, then the illusion of the outside world loses its hold over you and it doesn't affect you. So, this dark night of the soul, these depressed feelings that you're feeling are completely natural. You just need to honor them, accept them, let them know that you are aware of them and that they shall pass and all will be well in time. Feel it to heal it. One last symptom. Okay. This is a physical symptom. Oh, you're feeling energy moving through you. Okay, now are you feeling it running vertically through your body, like through your chakra system? Okay. And what does it feel like? Does it feel like a pulsing or a slow vibrating? Okay, and do you experience it at certain times of the day? Mostly in the morning when you're waking up. Now, you could be experiencing it in the morning when you're waking up because as your body returns from the dream state, your vibratory level shifts. And that could be what you're experiencing in those moments. But generally, what I'm sensing for you is that your sensitivities are increasing, your energetic sensitivities. And as they increase, you will feel the energies of this world and the higher dimensions running through you more rapidly. So you will feel your chakras spinning powerfully. You will feel shots of energy in your gut where your solar plexus is, or feelings of love around your crown of your head. Going back to what I said with the first symptom, again, drink lots of water with no fears in your mind as you're drinking the water, okay? No fears. Zero. Only love. Only infuse love and healing into your water. And another thing would be to sleep. So all that sleep that you are experiencing right now and all the tiredness that you're feeling is totally normal. And it kind of goes hand in hand with this symptom of feeling the energies. We also receive energetic downloads and insights from the higher dimensions that could also be a reason for the energies that you're feeling. There are many reasons. There's never just one reason. So make sure that you tune in to your inner guide, okay? And you see what feels right to you. Okay. Now, do you feel better? I hope you do. I hope you know that everything's going to be okay. Everything that's happening right now is happening for the highest good of all. And it will all make sense soon. And it will all be over soon. So, I want you not to worry. And if you want to get a hold of me, here's my business card. So, why don't you take that with you back to the 3D? And if you need me, I'm right here.